Let's face it, there are times when law enforcement officers don't exactly set the world on fire with their actions. Despite this, many members of the police force play a significant role in maintaining the safety of our public spaces, a role that frequently requires them to engage in underhanded tactics. Hello and welcome back to our channel, Curious Media. For this list, let's take a look at some of the underhanded, sneaky, and flat-out absurd tactics that police officers actually put into action. But before we start, make sure you subscribe to our channel and hit that bell icon to receive notifications whenever we post a new video. That said, let's begin. Number 3. Taillight touch. If you're a driver, you've probably experienced being stopped by law enforcement at least once. Police officers can do this for any number of reasons, but if they have reason to be suspicious of you, they may do something a little out of the ordinary, such as tapping on your car's taillight with their hand. Okay, but why? First of all, it's possible that tapping on the vehicle will jolt the driver enough to stop what they're doing. This little gap could be used to catch them in the act of concealing weapons. But that's not all of it. The cop is making sure that no one can ambush them from the trunk by pressing on the taillight in a stealthy manner. Admittedly cunning, but that's hardly the sneakiest justification. That honor goes to number 3, which is to get their fingerprints all over your car. But we don't see any reason for a police officer to want to leave fingerprints on your taillight. To put it simply, it's a safety mechanism. It's always risky for police to pull someone over since they have no idea if they're dealing with a potential threat or not. If the officer is injured or the suspect escapes, the fingerprint evidence left behind on the vehicle will serve as proof that the suspect has had contact with the police officer. However, the tactic isn't as effective as it previously was because security cameras are erected on practically every street corner these days, and officers routinely carry dash or body cams. Nonetheless, many officers continue to engage in this practice, and some police departments even teach it. Old habits really do die hard. Number 2. Two-faced tactics. Lying to law enforcement is a serious crime. If you get caught, it's a surefire way to spend some time behind bars. But did you realize that this rule only applies in one direction? Yes, the police can and will flat out lie to you if they think doing so will benefit them. Damn. Which begs the question about what they may lie about. Now, if a cop has a hunch that you're guilty, but they have no proof, he or she can inform you that your fingerprints were recovered at the murder scene. If you're innocent, you'll continue to deny it. If you're guilty, they may be able to manipulate you into confessing. Some police officers may even make up a witness to testify against you only to get you in trouble. Even when there is no actual witness, you may feel pressured into making a confession if they can convince you that one exists. It's scandalous, right? A case of police dishonesty that gained widespread attention in the 1970s involved a prominent politician. The investigating officer for the Oregon State Police lied to Carl Mathiasson, the man they suspected of committing a burglary, saying that they had located Carl's fingerprints at the scene. Mathiasson admitted to the break-in because he thought he had been apprehended. Yet another underhanded triumph for law enforcement. Not nearly, to be honest. In a stunning turn of events, the Supreme Court overturned Mathiasson's conviction on the grounds that his interrogation had been conducted in a coercive setting. Mathiasson was ultimately found guilty, but this case demonstrates that even when police try to be clever, it can backfire. Before we reveal our top pick, make sure you like the video and share it with your friends as well. With that out of the way, let's get to our top pick. Number 1. The oldest trick. The good cop/bad cop interrogation technique is one of the oldest tricks in the book for a reason. It works. You know, the one when one officer takes an antagonistic, confrontational position towards a subject, and then another officer comes in and takes the complete opposite approach. Because of the nature of the human mind, it has been adopted by police departments around the globe. When the good officer arrives and acts polite, they stand out in contrast to the evil cop's obnoxious antics. This might be used by the good cop to his advantage in order to win the suspect's trust. Then, when the bad cop is supposed to resume the interrogation, they act so intimidatingly at the good cop's words, even more sway the suspect. Suspects are more willing to cooperate with the good cop since they see no downside to doing so, unlike when dealing with the bad cop. At least we believe so. This method has lost some of its punch due to its widespread usage. However, you may still give in to the pressure. 1. Now you know why that police officer tapped the taillight of your car. Which one of these police tactics have you encountered before? Let us know in the comments. We will see you in our next video. Till then, take care.